Well, yesterday I did a little tilling with the Franken-tiller anyway. Figured I'd do a short little tour of the garden patch. We got, I guess we'll start at this end. You can see our backyard here is pretty small. There's the shed from last year. And then we converted one of these bean trellis things into a clothes hanging place. We didn't do so many pole type plants. Figured that was a good use for it out here on the concrete. But yeah, we got a little patch over here that I did yesterday with the tiller, and it's all ready to go with snap peas again, second round. And we got some peppermint back over there, and some of this fish mint. And the thing about this fish mint, it tastes exactly like its name. It tastes like fish. It's an acquired taste, I would say. I try to eat 2 or 3 leaves every day just to kind of get used to it, because it goes in a lot of the food. It's different than like fish sauce. It's actually, it's different anyway. This is fish mint. We got some cucumbers back here by the compost heap, and got a bunch of beans going here, and one of the other little trellis guys, and some kale patch. But you can kind of see why I need the little tiny tiller. It's so I can get into these little boxes. They're only like 4 foot by, you know, however long they end up. But yeah, and pretty busy around here. This is probably the second or third planting of salad greens in that little patch. The salad greens and the lettuce go real fast. This here is kind of an experiment. We were trying to do some root hormone, and what works well for root hormone is take the vegetation off of a willow tree, preferably like new growth and stuff, crunch it all up and soak it in water, and it works as a natural root hormone. Anyway, I had a branch break off my grapevine, and just for giggles I threw it in this bucket of water here. I was going to see if I can get it to throw some roots out for me. I have another chunk of this maple in here, or this willow was actually just a stick, and you can see what happened to it. Anyway, but I was just going to see if my grapes will go there. Some of the onions we dug up this year. The cucumber going. Got some Thai basil here. We have a lot of Thai basil in the yard. The Thai basil, the different mints, and the salad greens go to a restaurant. A relative has a Asian restaurant anyway, so a lot of our stuff goes there, and we give a lot of it away. Seems like we grow a lot of stuff, and you know, we can't eat it, but it gets eaten. We got some peppers going on here. All I know about these peppers is they are hot. That's what I've been told. Little tomato plant that ain't very happy, and some more peppermint back there. We've got a bunch of this kind of mint slash herb. It's called Tito. This just happens to be in a bucket right here. And another little trellis kind of thing I made this year. We got this plant here growing up it right now, which is called susu. And I think the English word is chayote. C-H-A-Y-O-T-E. Anyway, we got this one tall one here that's up over the top now, and we got a little one here that we actually started from a fruit. You kind of put them in the ground like a potato, and then they take off as a plant. Anyway, supposedly we'll get, you know, I don't know, 40, 50 of these little guys at least per plant or more, I don't know. First year on this susu. Little sweet basil in here, and back there, and some cilantro, volunteer tomato, and then we have this mint here. It's called Rauram. and it's a very good tasting thing. Little patch of that. It didn't do as well this year. This year winter killed it. It was too cold. It doesn't live here anyway, but previous year it wintered over. This year it did not, so we kind of had to start from scratch. And it's coming along. Got a little volunteer tomato action over here. Mostly probably cherry tomatoes. And underneath that, of course, is some more fish mint. And it seems to be doing fine down in under there, so it's alright. Little onion patch. A lot of our onions go to the restaurant, the greens. And we usually dig them up maybe once a year, separate them out, dry out, you know, whatever we don't need to replant. Next to the onions there's some lemongrass, lemon mint. And we eat a lot of that. This here is another area. We just planted some more onions in here a couple weeks ago. Dug up one patch and started a new patch. And then of course we got some pigweed going on. But come to find out, pigweed is actually a nutritious thing to eat, so we might be eating some of that. And over here we have some more Thai basil in here. A lot of that gets eaten. And this does not grow here, so we have to start it from, you know, we'll buy some at a store and then we start it. And we just keep moving it around, and then what goes to the restaurant, you know, it gets put like in the food, and then like a garnish on the plate, and whatever doesn't get eaten off the plate ends up back in our garden, and we start over with it. We regrow it. Over here we have some spearmint right there. More Thai basil here. And looks like some sweet basil right there. Some more salad greens, lettuce, raspberries. They're all done for the year. And then we got my grapes, which I planted a couple years ago, I believe. And in fact, this year, 2 of the 4 plants, we've got a little bit of grape action going on. And that's kind of cool. Anyway, I don't know what kind they are. They came from my stepfather's house, and there were 4 varieties there, all I guess table grapes, seedless, acclimated to Oregon. I took 8 plants, and I planted 4 of them. I don't know which or what kind they are, but when stepfather died and then my mom sold the house, I had to bring some along, so I did. We have our Oppo here, and we have 3 varieties this year. We have the long skinny ones, and then the fatter, not quite so long ones, and then supposedly this plant right here on the end puts out round ones. And I noticed today there's a couple female flowers. There's one right there, that's a female flower. And then down here I saw, oh maybe not. Anyway, every evening I have to go through these plants as it's getting dark and find the flowers. You can see some little Oppo up here hanging off. We actually have given away a bunch this year that have gotten ripe, or you know, grown. They're a couple feet long and 3 or 4 inches around. And we've already given them away, but there's a couple there hanging. And this year also I'm trying this plant here, another vine that likes to grow, and it is called bitter melon, and it's antioxidant, very, very good for you, bitter melon. It's another acquired taste. I happen to like it very much. And of course we've got some more lettuce and salad greens around here, but yeah, the whole Oppo trellis, they're up over the top now and climbing across. So every evening I have to pollinate the flowers because they bloom at night, and there aren't that many bugs out, and if you want a good crop, you got to kind of pollinate them manually. Got some cucumbers going on here too. different variety of cucumber, and we put a little screen in for them to climb up the back side of this Oppo cage this year. You can see they're doing their thing and climbing up. We have a few little cucumbers here and there starting out, so we're gonna have a lot of cucumbers, and those will all get eaten and given away. And of course, more salad greens just starting out here. So yeah, little 2014 tour of our little garden patch. Remember, we used to have a field out back and on the side over there, and we got those apartments over there, those brown things, and now we have 3 houses across the back, and then over there they're building a couple of duplexes. So yeah, we're in a fishbowl now, but we knew it was coming, and for the purpose of this particular house that we live in, it serves us well. You can see it's actually a very substantial kind of a complex here, and it's not a bad place to live. So yeah, anyway, garden patch update. A couple of peppers here. These, I think, are Chinese peppers or something, I don't know. They turn red like little cherry tomatoes, but you don't want to mistake one for a cherry tomato. You'll be regretting it for more than an hour. They are hot. And then another pepper here that I don't know what it is, but I've been told it's hot. Well, I'm just rambling about the garden patch. More Tito here. Tito is a very good herb / mint. And of course more basils in little pots here and there, and the strawberries are done, and more salad greens. Anyway, little backyard garden patch 2014 update from the other place. So anyway, thanks for watching.